So how long are these classes left? Like how long are they gonna go?
So usually we try to wrap it up in about 5 weeks, but I think in your case it'll be a total of 6 weeks. We are trying to dive deeper into certain topics, taking it a little slower because I think some of the topics people need some help with. So overall, 6 weeks will be the duration of the course, but the exact date when the course is going to get over for you, I would just request you to have a word with Mahi quickly regarding it.
I wanted to discuss your things that I had done, things that I'm lacking, things I feel that I need to work on. For quant, basically, because we have lost touch with maths, right? It's easy only. I will not say it's difficult. I was having a hard time. I was not. Remember in the very first class, the intro class, we had mentioned that practice is a different thing, but what happens during paper, some people have like that time anxiety. So I have that, like all the papers that are given, I get so worried like when my answers are getting wrong, so I have to beat that, and mocks is the only way that I can, I think, able to beat it. After classes, like how do we get like some time like before starting the mocks?
You do. So, see, firstly, when it comes to these topics that you're talking about, right, these are topics that genuinely are tricky, right?
Okay.
So what happens is that when you try to figure out how quickly should I be able to master a particular topic, sometimes your perspective might be slightly off because you haven't really seen the kind of time it takes for people to master it, but I have. So when you, let's say, talk to me and you ask me, like, typically, Manan, how much time does it take for people to improve on a particular topic, such as inequalities, for instance, then I'll tell you that I've seen people take about even 2 weeks to improve on it. But
Okay.
what is really important here is that you be extremely patient. You shouldn't really be taking the feedback from the mistakes that, okay, I suck, or I'm so bad at it, or I need to take a break from it. Like, that's not the inference that you draw. The inference you draw is that, okay, this is the mistake I've made. And next time, I just need to make sure that I'm able to think through this problem when I'm solving the next question. Don't take a low accuracy to your heart. Don't get demotivated or bogged down by it because one, the topic is hard. Second, the questions that you're practicing, Tamanna, they are not representative of all the questions you'll get on the exam.
Hmm.
So if you take this to your heart and say that, okay, probably I'm not doing well here, I'll take it up later, let me take a break or whatever, it might not necessarily work out for you. Perspective is very important. That don't expect yourself to get really good at these topics in 2 or 3 days of intensive practice. Sometimes it can take some three or like easily like a week or more than a week to improve.
The previous topic, the number systems, I did really well. So I think the difference is what I had seen in myself when I'm so basically this time I was trying to, okay, I have to finish all the questions, and like basically I was trying to finish all the 93 questions that were there within the deadline because I don't want backlogs, because backlogs they keep adding up. So I was like very determined, yeah, I have to complete these questions. So I was in a hurry, I guess.
Don't worry too much about number of questions, Tamanna, because that is exactly the reason why you might not be able to master it. There are people I can make you speak with right now who have completed the content 3 times over, and they
Okay.
still stuck at the same level because they weren't able to think through the problem on their own. They were just referring to the solution every time they got stuck. Just be patient is all I'm saying. Like you just be
Yeah.
patient with this because these topics are hard, but once you figure out the way you're supposed to think, the breakthrough is just around the corner.
Like I also did better like distance and speed. I think my concepts were so clear that I did not face any doubt with any of question. Distance and the rate chapter, I think my concepts are very clear from the Manhattan Guide itself.
If you still feel I'm slightly iffy about it, like
Okay.
shortlist questions and let us know exactly what are you struggling with. Because see,
Okay.
I don't want to talk about things with you from a theoretical standpoint.
Right.
This is the way you solve population growth, or this is the way you solve compound interest. I would rather take some examples that you are struggling with and explain to you how you need to approach them. Experience, Tamanna, because I kind of keep speaking with people day in and day out. Some people are extremely good, avid readers. Some people haven't read much. But I can tell you, even those people who've read a lot, the
Hmm.
ones who have like voracious reading habit,
Okay.
even those people struggle a lot with the language problems. Organically and naturally, you will start reading faster. You wouldn't
Yes.
have to push yourself, but your speed will improve, your time will drop, and your confidence will start to build up. But don't expect that to happen anytime before 2 weeks of consistent, rigorous practice. I think it's better to do it that way because one, GMAT is not something that tests you extremely aggressively in vocabulary. All right. So it tests you more on context than on vocabulary.
So I'm like, I had been working for like one. Oh, so in July I'll complete my 2 years. So I'm targeting ISB
Hmm.
right now because no, I know basically abroad it's no, there's no chance like 2 years work ex in tech, that too. There's no possibility like after 3 years I'll get into like US or UK, Europe, like anywhere. So I just wanted to have a like, is ISB good?
See, if you will have 2 years of experience, I think ISB is a great option, to be honest. Don't sell yourself short when it comes to US or UK schools, because I have a lot of students who have tech experience who've been able to make it to some of the best schools. GMAT score is the one thing that you got to get out of the way, and then you can start exploring the options that you can apply to. But right now, have just single-minded focus on the GMAT and make sure that you're following the process. Understand that finishing of the content does not guarantee success. And once your GMAT is done with, then I can connect you with a few career counselors I know. You can also start looking for someone in your own circle. And
Right.
then once you've got all the information in place, you can start working on applications.
GMAT, I feel like I can get good score. All I need to do is like practice well. Like I have
Absolutely.
confidence. It's like even though I know my verbal is weak, RC's I will, it's weak, but I know I can cover it up.
You can put in the effort for even like 2 weeks at a stretch, no matter which topic you pick up. I'm telling you, whether it's RC, CR, probability, median, stats, whatever, you will be able to see yourself getting to that 95 to 100% accuracy. But don't be too hard on yourself if you haven't put in 2 weeks.
That's what I'm looking forward. Like once classes are over, I'll take back the things that I think that I was not strong at. I'll work on it. Then I'll start with mocks.
Absolutely. And ask Mahi to share the study plan video with you, Tamanna. So that will also give you a perspective of like what's to come after the classes get over.
Right, and I really like the way you teach. Really
Awesome.
amazing.
For you in terms of the course right now, Tamanna, anything that you'd like for us to double down on or something to change?
So nothing. I don't feel like there's a need, but I feel if I just wanted to ask, like, except for like the do not like the mail ID, can we also sync if we have like video questions like in person? Can we do one-on-one on
Yeah,
that as questions as well?
yeah. So anything that you're not clear with, you just need to let us know. So the first way for us to reach out to us is through emails. We'll try to
Okay.
answer that with you on
Yeah.
the email.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you feel, Manan, I'm not very sure, somebody from the team or I personally can get in touch with you to resolve it further for you. But
Okay.
let the first point of contact be through email so that whatever easier questions you have, they can be filtered through and we can
Makes.
connect for all the difficult ones that you might have trouble with.
I'm really enjoying the course, to be honest. I thought I won't be able to, start with the weekday course because it'll be really hectic. It is hectic and it had taken a lot of my mental energy. But it's like I'm feeling that weekend would be a long stretch and I don't want to, opt for it. But I think having the this thing like classes proper, it is actually helpful. Like, I get it.
Like that's what like daily classes have their own magic because you're doing something on a daily basis, even if in case you don't want to, there is level of accountability that you have.
I'll hope for the best.
I
Okay.
100% Tamana. You get all the support and guidance you need. Just make sure that you take the initiative to reach out to me.